Hello, everybody, and welcome back to One More Day. Now, this is take two, because we started recording and realized the microphone wasn't picking anything up. But first, I think we need to take
that
a
would have
moment of
been a
silence.
really boring episode.
It would have been interesting, though.
We would have released 2 in a row, so...
Which I think, hey, this is the second one in a row. I think we deserve to get some applause here. Some standing ovations. Today, we're going to talk about Tobi and his milestones, so to speak, over the last couple weeks. Addi's got a nifty little list. So.
We begin again.
The biggest one.
We didn't get too far.
That's true.
The last time we started. We only got a little bit into the first
maybe 5
little
minutes
topic.
or something.
But still a little frustrating.
Tobi's sleep. For about a week, he was sleeping really good, all by himself, in his own bed. Wouldn't wake up. He actually slept through the night.
Yeah, I think a couple times he slept all the way through the night. A couple times I had to go over there and just, but... Yeah.
Some more chloroform.
No.
So, he was sleeping really good, so we got him this stuffed Spider-Man.
From Scentsy. You can put, like, little...
packets in the butt.
Yeah.
You could pack its butt.
So, his butt smelled like lavender.
And Tobi has yet to sleep through the night or sleep in his bed the entire night since then.
Yeah, last night he ended up in the bed with me at 1. But yesterday was
this past
really
weekend was a little different.
Really rough because we got back into Pocatello at what was it, 4 or 5?
About 5.
5. And then we had to come into the house and turn our air conditioner on because I was an idiot and turned it off. And I know it saved us money, but I feel like the trouble it caused us, I should have just left it on. So then we went to Walmart and got our dinner. And halfway walking through Walmart, I'm like, Connor, this wound on my hand, because I had a wart taken off that's really stubborn, is killing me. It hurts so bad. My hand is swollen. I kept denying that it was infected, but it was very infected. Very infected, so I'm like, okay, crap. It's a Saturday evening. I'm pregnant. It's getting worse. I don't want to end up with a fever or chills tomorrow and have to go to the ER instead of the Instacare. Sorry. Getting intense. So I ended up at the Instacare for an hour, and then we get back home, and... we're all kind of at each other's throats. Tobi was cranky since the moment we picked him up from my parents.
Yeah.
So, last night was really rough, and by the time he woke up at 1, I was like, just come here. Just come in bed. I don't want to get up. But, normally, he wakes up at about 3 a.m., and for a while, I was able to just put him back to sleep. And sometimes I can, but, lately, he'll either, stir for a half hour and wake up and go back to sleep and wake up and go back to sleep, and it's exhausting for me. Or he'll, not make a sound, and he'll slowly crawl out of bed and then come over and push my side and then start whining. So he's already at the side of our bed, and I'm like, ugh. Well, at this point... I just pull him into the bed. And then, the other night at 3 a.m., I got him to go back to sleep. And I was like, yes. And then at 5 a.m., he is super sneaky and comes to my side at the bed and shakes me. And I look at the time and I'm like, well, it's either we're up for the morning at 5 a.m. or you get in bed with me and we go back to sleep. Because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get him to go back to sleep in his own bed. It took me forever to get him to go back to sleep in our bed, right next to me. So,
it's been fun.
He takes his naps really good in his bed. He goes to sleep pretty good in his bed, and honestly, he sleeps okay in it. It's just, I know it's hard for him. Mm-hmm. He's been sleeping in our bed for 1.5 years now. Or, right next to us in, a bassinet that connects to our bed. So, I know it's got to be hard, but with the new baby coming, we're going to have a bassinet there again, right next to our bed. So it's just, we need to get him sleeping through the night so that
another bassinet.
So that if the baby wakes up like, so if Toby wakes up, it doesn't wake the baby up. Like, I know we still got to deal with the baby waking Toby up, but I'm hoping, I mean, with Toby, when he woke up in the middle of the night to eat, I usually got him before he was crying too loudly. So it just depends on, I guess, how low I am on sleep. But in the middle of the night...
We never said what the baby was. I just realized that. We're going to keep that for another episode still.
Next episode.
Okay. Sorry.
We were going to do a baby...
That's right.
one, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, guys. Won't be able to do that till next episode. We got to make sure we keep our mouth closed this episode. But, yeah, sleep has been an uphill battle. But honestly, he is doing really good for the circumstances of just everything he's been through with it and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, he was swaddled until he was like 10 months old, and then he didn't eat forever, so he had to breastfeed at night a lot because he was hungry. So he was breastfeeding at night until he was like 1.5, almost 2. He's finally not breastfeeding at all. It's been a few months like that. It's been, I'd say 4 to 6 months. I don't know exactly. That he hasn't, since he was 2 maybe ish is when I started really laying down the law. But
laying down the law, lifting up the bra.
No, the opposite.
No, like, I'm not gonna get into this.
What?
Okay, well, luckily he has shown a little bit of interest in potty training, but we don't want to go through potty training and sleep training at the same time. Yeah. And he kind of stopped showing interest.
Well, I've thought about this a lot, and he is. I mean, we've told you guys he's a little bit developmentally behind a little bit. I can still see certain things where he's like, I don't know, 4 to 6 months behind what a normal 2.5-year-old would be. He's still not really talking. He still has some like physical therapy problems, like with running, jumping, climbing. So I just don't see potty training, I guess, happening as soon as maybe others' kids would, just because he's a little bit behind. But I don't think that's bad. Like, we'll do it when he's ready. And he's shown interest. He likes his potty. He knows when he's dirty, and, he likes wearing his underwear. We'll put his underwear over his diaper just to kind of, make him... Yeah, I actually saw a tip that said when you actually do start potty training, put the underwear under the diaper, so then they actually feel it being wet. Because in a diaper it soaks up, and then it feels pretty dry to them. If you put underwear underneath the diaper and they have an accident...
I don't want to clean the poop out of the underwear, though. I've already had to do that a couple of times.
Well, yeah, but you don't have to worry about it leaking out everywhere because he's got a diaper on, too. We're going to have to clean up poop when he starts potty training. I'm sorry, but that's just going to have to happen.
What do you think they make wine corks for?
Oh my gosh. But either way, we'll get to potty training, but honestly, it might not be till after the baby's born. Just because I don't want to do it, like, right when I'm getting ready to have the baby, because then I won't be able to keep up on the potty training. Mm-hmm. So I think, honestly, maybe we'll just officially wait until after the baby's born to start potty training, but we'll still do like small things here and there.
Still not doing that to him though. Like if he's super ready.
Oh, okay. If he starts showing signs that are like way super ready, then that changes things. But he's not really right now. Like he'll show interest every once in a while. He likes wearing his underwear. He'll sit on his potty, but he doesn't like sitting on his potty naked. He doesn't, like with his pants actual down. So I think he'll be fine. And we got him better diapers to where he stays drier longer. Mm-hmm.
It's true.
So, but, like, along with that, like, developmental delay, Toby didn't really reach his terrible twos when he turned 2. So that's coming now.
Super fun. Everything's a crisis. Everything. But not really, because he won't do it while we're not watching. But when we're watching, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's like funny though, because it's most of the time when he has a breakdown, I end up just laughing at him because I know, oh, this is the terrible twos. He's just having he's just being 2. And then I end up laughing at him, and it either makes him more angry or he ends up continuing to do it because he thinks it's funny. Like he's not actually, like, because like terrible 2 tantrums, like they are upset, but they're not as upset as they think they are. So, a quick distraction or, like, there's a ton of things out on TikTok and the internet that are like, oh, how to deal with terrible 2s, all the different methods of parenting. But
yours is just laugh at your children.
Yeah, I just laugh at him. And then usually he's like, oh, too. This isn't actually the end of the world. And then we end up just making a joke of it, so. Or we'll, like, pretend to cry with him.
Like, okay, mom's turn.
Yeah.
He doesn't think that's too funny sometimes,
though. Yeah, sometimes not so much. But it does get him to stop throwing a tantrum. It does get him to stop. But then sometimes he loves to just sit there and he'll point to who he wants to go next. Yep. It's pretty great.
His favorite word is no.
Yeah. Right now he's in the
but he doesn't even mean
no is fun phase.
He doesn't even mean it. I'll be like, are you Toby? No.
Yeah. No. No. It's
pretty darn cute.
Yeah. But
I'd say his personality's grown a little bit.
Well, it's not like changed. It's sorry, it's like another topic I had on here. I feel like what I was trying to get at was it's just blossomed a lot more. Like it's become more intense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like you can tell that he likes certain things more and he likes, like
Spider-Man and Looney Tunes.
Yeah, he likes goofing off with people more, like playing funny games and stuff. So it's just been...
It's been fun.
Been fun to see all of his things that he's learning. And like today, he said so many words that I didn't even know.
Shoes and socks.
He was singing a song that was like shoe, 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 socks, 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 socks. But he doesn't say the S, so he goes cocks, 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 cocks. And it's like, okay, we'll get there. But then afterwards I was like, can you say S? And he did it. And then I was like, socks. And he's like, cocks.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right.
As long as we change it before he goes to preschool.
Yeah. We did the same thing with blocks.
And it would be funny.
But, there was a new word he said today that I was like, I don't know, he was imitating me a lot. Like, pants. He had never said pants before, and he, like, pointed to them, and I was like, oh, can you say pants? And he actually gave it a good try. He didn't get the P. And then I tried to get him to say puh, and he went puh, and then I said pants. And then I don't remember exactly how he said it, and I was like...
It's like...
Yeah.
Cool whip. Say cool, cool. Say whip, whip. Now say cool whip. Cool whip.
Yeah. There's a lot of videos out there that show that.
That's from Family Guy.
I know, but like little kids, like adults trying to get their little kids to say something the right way, and they're like, "Sss," and the kid goes, "Sss," and then you go, "Ox, ox," and then you say socks, and then they say it the wrong way, and it's like.
There's one where they go labba-dabba-dabba-doo or something. I don't remember what it was. Never mind. Okay, so that was kind of...
Oh! No, yeah. Like, he, like, spells out the whole word, and the kid, like, spells it out with him, and then he says the whole word, and the kid's like, blah, 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 blah. It's like, you technically just said the whole word. Yeah, what was the... It's a video. It was like a popular video that was out
for a little bit.
But I don't.
If someone knows that video, let us know.
Yeah, let us know what the word is that he was trying to say, because. Yeah.
We haven't told them our idea for an upcoming episode.
Oh my goodness. Save that for the end, and then we'll announce that that'll be coming up.
I also want to do an episode that talks about our past loves. Or dumb things that we did for love. I want to tell the story about the bubble gum.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know how to categorize it.
I got some stories I can tell.
Things we do for love. That's what we'll label it.
Oh.
Label it. Goodness.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
But Toby's still in all of his therapies. His occupational therapist, which is just like everyday things that he does that doesn't have to do with speech or like physicality, like running, jumping, crawling, climbing. Pretty much covers the rest of it, like playing with toys and eating.
Picking his nose, picking his butt.
Yeah.
But you never pick your butt first.
He has learned how to pick his nose.
He just does it to be funny.
Yeah. He's never actually got anything out, but he does it and we're like, ew!
Speaking of, that kid gets some big boogers. Like, we have to take tweezers out. Oh my gosh,
yeah. They get big and hard and we're like...
We gotta use tweezers.
It's like within a couple hours, too. It's not like I let him sit there for hours with a booger in his nose and it forms like that. But he's also lately... He'll plug his nose if either of us, like, fart.
He doesn't do it if I do. He does it if you do.
It's because you haven't farted a real nasty one since he learned how to do it.
No, I just blame it all on him. What I do is I wait for... I'll fart, and then Addi will be like, Toby, are you pooping? I'm like, yeah, he's poopy. You should probably keep taking big whiffs of that. Really double check.
Okay. Because when Connor farts, sometimes it smells exactly like
yours always
Toby's
do.
poop.
And I still stand by that Toby's farts did not stink until the first time he had beans.
It's kind of true. But at the same time, that was pretty close to just the first solids he had.
I'm blaming it on the beans.
Oh, okay.
You should tell him about Toby's new prank.
Oh my gosh. So, lately, he's been just like really farty lately. He just farts a lot and they stink.
And he'll be like, yeah. He really exaggerates.
But sometimes I'll just smell it and I'll be like, "Are you poopy?" And he's like, "Yeah." And, he knows when he's poopy. And I'm like, "Okay, let's go change you." And I don't check because I just smelled something real nasty. I've started to check more lately because seriously. And then I go to change him, I take his diaper off, and there's nothing there. So then I'm like, "You're not poopy." And he'll just have the most evil laugh. He'll just be like, and I'm like, "You little stink." He knew.
He's a smart kid.
And then yesterday when we were at the Treehouse Museum, afterwards he was farting a lot, and my dad was like, "Is he poopy? I keep getting whiffs of something." And I'm like, "Yeah, we think he's poopy." Once again, didn't check. He needed a bum change anyways, but open it up and he's not poopy, and he just kind of stares at us. He's like, "You never asked me if I was poopy, so this one's on you." But, yeah. But back to his therapies, his occupational therapist has pretty much said that he's probably pretty good to come out of that one soon. He's crazy smart when it comes to matching things, stacking things, playing with toys,
That's his favorite
books.
thing to do.
He's really good at eating now too. He's a really good eater. I mean, for a 2-year-old.
For it's mac and cheese.
Okay. Every
that.
2-year-old is going to have their things, but for a 2-year-old, he eats pretty well, and he eats a wide variety of things. If I make dinner, most of the time he'll eat something from it, whether it just be the garlic bread from lasagna.
It's a different
or whatever.
time each time we have that same meal.
Yeah, right. Like, one time, he'll eat the meat from the lasagna. Next time, it'll be the noodles. Next time, it'll only be the bread. And I'm like, well, it's a good thing I make all three every time. So it's, But, so his speech is definitely coming along. He's still very behind on speech, but I can see a lot of improvement every day. Like,
he's gotten better at finding other ways to communicate what he wants.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because he's like crazy smart. He understands us like word for word most of the time, unless we're talking like completely nonsense to him, like stuff that like a 2-year-old wouldn't understand. But like he understands things really well, and like he can follow directions really well and find things. Like he's just so freaking smart. He just is still trying to find his own way to communicate. And so, but he's really getting there with words.
We should get him a speak and spell.
Oh, gosh. And there's a few different, like, programs and stuff that you can do to, like, help them learn how to talk. Oh, he's been watching Miss Rachel. That's helped a lot.
On YouTube.
He loves Miss Rachel because he
actually started saying words.
He actually interacts with the videos, and it's awesome. But he'll, like, sing and dance to them, and it's just, like, it's so awesome to see. So, he hasn't been to therapy in a few weeks, and I don't think he goes again this week, because I was sick, and then we had to be out of town, and now his whole therapy center is moving buildings, and they had a little bit of snag, and so they had to take 2 weeks to move, so they're still not going to be here this week. So, it'll be like over a month since he's been to therapy. So who knows what they'll say. Yeah, it's been a while. But then his physical therapist, he's doing pretty good there too. He's going up and down stairs really good. We're working on running and jumping at this point. And I wish we could, maybe I'll have, so he has he has 3 therapists at a therapy center, and then he's in like the up to 3 or infants and toddlers program that comes to our house. I want to get going on like him climbing things, like that's not just stairs. Well, yeah, like at the playground and stuff.
That's true.
Like that kind of stuff. Like just his coordination in climbing, that kind of stuff. So maybe we'll do a therapy session at the park and do that. But he's just doing so good with all of his therapies, and he's coming along. I can still see areas where he's obviously behind, but like every day I see improvement in those areas, so he's doing awesome. And then when he turns 3, he'll be eligible to go straight into preschool in February. I don't know how that'll work because we may or may not be moving. Who knows? He'll probably get into Head Start. Is probably where he'll end up being into. I know, I'm like, we're about to have another baby, and this one, and Toby's about to go into preschool, and I just can't. So I'm just like trying to push off everything after like December, after the baby's born, because it's like I just can't fathom our life changing that much. And like we gotta figure something out with moving, because the apartment we're in is just getting way too small. We had to give up our storage shed because we couldn't afford it anymore.
Oh, because they raised the price by
$60.
$60.
They raised the price a lot, so we couldn't afford it. It was only a 5x10 storage shed. So we have a 5x10 space in the office that all of the stuff is shoved.
I think it's 10.
No, probably not, but there's a lot of stuff in the office, and the office is just trashed because there's just so much stuff in here that just, like, this is where everything goes.
This is where happiness comes to die.
This is where everything goes, like Christmas presents, and we still have some of Toby's toys in here because they don't fit anywhere else in the house. I have, like, more than half of his toys in our bedroom, but nothing else will fit. So he still has to have a lot of stuff in here. But yeah. But we're still supposed to be in this house for probably 6 more months at least, so I'm like...
We're going to try to sell our lease, though.
We're gonna see We're going to see...
Because we're getting another property manager. This is like our fifth one we've gone through while we've been here.
We're going to see what that entails, but our apartment's getting too small, and if we can't sell our lease, then we need to just... We're going to just try to make it as comfortable as we can while we're here.
I'm just ready for it to not be so hot.
I know. Same. I'm sure all this stuff in here doesn't help the heat.
Nope. I get to be in here all day. It's so fun.
But I think we had one more thing on Toby's list. The things he's into right now.
Spider-Man.
Yep, he loves Spider-Man.
He was out of Cocomelon for a while, but he's getting back into it. We got him some Cocomelon PJs.
He was out of it just because I didn't have him watch it a ton.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want him watching only that all the time. But I kind of switch up what he watches every day. He's got a bunch of different things he watches.
Pokemon.
Yeah, he does like watching Pokemon with me.
Malcolm in the Middle.
That's been our family show.
Malcolm in the Middle.
That's been our family show that we've been watching lately. You wouldn't think that he'd sit down and watch it, but he does.
Yeah,
he loves it. He watches Baby Looney Tunes a lot, or regular Looney Tunes, or Courage the Cowardly Dog if he's watching it with Daddy. And then loves PBS Kids, everything on there, like Curious George, Daniel Tiger.
He loves Daniel Tiger.
Dinosaur Train. Loves Daniel Tiger, though. That's one of his favorites.
A couple of months ago, I guess, maybe 6 months to a year ago, he loved watching South Park.
Yeah.
We don't watch that with him anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, this is...
Then there's everything on Disney that he loves. Spider-Man, Cars. He loves Cars. He loves Mickey, too.
Yeah.
Loves, like, all the Mickey Mouse shows that are on there. And then he watches Pokemon with me from Netflix. I'm going, like, all over all of the streaming services that we watch stuff on.
Minions.
Oh my gosh, he loves Minions. Loved the new movie. He sat and watched that new movie with only getting up to maybe, like, play with something for, like, a total of 10 minutes throughout the whole movie. Yeah. Like, broken up.
Because we were going to take him to the theater, and we're like,
We didn't know how he would do, but I think with the Minions movie, I think he would have been fine. Yeah. He loved it, and he sat and just cuddled with
it being in a new place.
Yeah, I know. But he sat and watched it with us the whole time. Like, just cuddled with us, and, like, he just sat and watched it. And I loved it, too. It was super cute.
I see a bad
Gru rising.
That's good.
That song came on the radio after we watched it, and I'm like, all I can think of is Gru swinging his towel around with his little butt cheeks.
Did I ever show you, as kind of like a marketing thing for Rise of Gru, they remade the Office opening theme with...
Oh, yeah, you did show it to me. You
Gru.
did. You did.
Pretty funny.
That one was pretty great. You guys should look it up. It's,
just do
Office theme Minions.
Yeah.
Like, that'll probably pull it up. It was, pretty recent, so, but, yeah. That's our update on Toby.
What's that fun thing that we're gonna do?
Oh, so as you guys, most of you know, Connor has a lot of random, off the wall thoughts, like really off the walls thoughts. So one of these weeks that's not super crazy for me, I am going to try to document all of the ones I can remember that he says throughout the week. And then we're going to have a podcast where we just talk about what Connor has commented on or said to me throughout the week, as long as they're appropriate.
That's no fun.
Well, okay, I mean, there's an extent of appropriate I'm talking about.
I know. There's
a lot of potty humor.
The idea came to mind because Addi was pulling out of the Costco parking lot at the same time as someone else. And I just turned to her and I was like, it's like synchronized swimming. Because that's what my brain immediately put to it. So yeah, it'll be an exploration into my psyche.
Yeah. And after, so, like, we talked about this, and then we were at Jacob's wedding and Connor's parents were there, and I was sitting next to his mom during the ceremony right before it started, and she's like, wouldn't it be so funny if he fainted? And I'm like, what? And, we move on. And then later she was telling me about how she was at a work meeting and they were doing like a conflict resolution thing and she had a partner. And she like said to the partner, like, I have the strongest urge to just punch you right now. And I'm like, when I first started dating Connor and, like, first married him, I did not know that his mom had this side of her because she just seems so sweet and quiet and shy. And then you, like, really get to know her and she has these, like, off-the-wall thoughts. She doesn't act on them as much as Connor does, actually, hard at all. But it is funny to just hear him. And she's like, I think I get it from my dad. And I'm like, well, I know where Connor gets it from.
I could see that. Yeah.
She's like, I think I get it from my dad. And I'm like, yep. and Connor gets it from you.
It's a good time.
But, yeah.
You just don't hate us because you ain't us. But we will leave that there. I think we'll probably set on half-hour episodes.
Yeah.
That's more reliable.
I after about a half hour, I start to get kind of queasy sitting here. It's starting to get hot in here.
If she sits close to me for an extended amount of time, she just starts to lose it.
We're about to go into the living room and play a video game together, and I will be right next to him. So that is not what I meant.
Will you?
Yep. Will
you? Unless Tobi wakes up. Anyways, we will leave that here. The next episode, we're going to talk about the baby. Right? We still have yet to decide a name.
Hey, we're having a little bit harder time than last time, but we'll go over it.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll come up with a list of names
that we both like separately,
and then we'll put them out there. We'll let them vote.
No, but we'll put them out there. You can still vote, but you're not gonna pick the baby's name probably. Who knows? If you guys have good votes and we like the name, then maybe you will.
Someone's a party pooper.
I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna let our audience pick our baby's name.
I think I have a Twitter
especially because we might not be having any more. But we'll go more into that next episode.
Anyways, until next week, guys.